Welcome back to Crazy X-Files, lads. The channel where we expose the absolute madness of modern women through their own unhinged rants, drunk meltdowns, and viral regret stories that prove why dating today is a minefield. Fellas, grab your popcorn. Here's another prime example of female logic. She gets smashed, flirts with any bloke in glasses, then cries victim when her low standards end up all over TikTok.
PSA ladies, we're no longer flirting with men on a night out, especially if they're wearing glasses, because you will see yourself on TikTok the next day. Caption, how to confidently approach women on a night out. Sir, I spoke to you because I was drunk. You didn't need confidence. I would have spoken to a wall. I am just sick. I cannot keep scrolling through TikTok, and I've seen myself not once, not twice, 3 times. 3 times I've been the poster child for how to approach a woman on a night out.
Fellas, proof that modern dating is a brutal competition. This girl spots a hot lad on TikTok, rushes to slide into his comments, only to realize the exact same 15 to 20 local thirst traps are already camped there like it's their full-time job. She's out here admitting they're all desperately shooting their shot on the places. Same dudes, then pretends to root for each other. Classic female solidarity, masking the fact it's a savage war zone down in those comment sections.
Okay, maybe this is just a little bit niche, but every time I'm on TikTok and I see a cute guy's TikTok and I see that he's like in my area and I go to comment on the TikTok, I immediately see the same 15 to 20 girls that I see in all the other comment sections of the hot guys. We're all, we really all are trying out here. And you know what? I'm rooting for every single one of you.
Lads, here's your ultimate green light from a hammered bird herself. Just approach any girl who's smashed on tequila Red Bulls. She'll chat to literally anyone, even you, and won't even clock you're filming the whole thing.
Baby, just approach. Just approach me. I will talk to just about anyone. Delete the video. Delete the video. I'm never speaking to a man with glasses again. And no, I don't see that little blinking light. I had 4 tequila Red Bulls. Go to war!
Lads, listen up. This delusional bird bumps into a couple married for decades, asks for their secret to happiness, and the wife says, reversed pineapples. Whatever swingers code that is. And now she's convinced that's the magic formula for a perfect marriage.
Bumped into this couple and they were already married for like 20, 25, 30 years, happily married. And I could not resist to ask them what is your secret? And the woman tells me it's reversed pineapples. And I knew it. I knew that was the trick. I already knew it for years, but she confirmed me it. And I was so happy. So now I'm just going to look for a husband and I'm going to do reversed pineapple all the time to make a happy marriage.
Lads, here's another entitled princess announcing she's done even pretending to split the bill on a first date. Straight up expecting you to pay full whack or she's not interested.
I am no longer offering to split the bill on a first date. Sorry. No, I don't know. And I think the only people that are going to be mad about this is a very specific group of men, which I don't really think I'm looking to date them anyway.
She's whining that the dating app tanks her self-esteem, blaming the internet and haters, instead of admitting she's swiping on men way out of her league while expecting them to chase her. Classic victim mentality before she deletes it for the 100th time.
When I say dating apps, I mean Hinge, because I feel like Hinge is the only normal one to have. All the other ones are kind of weird, and I feel like you're desperate if you have the other dating apps. But anyways, 99% of who shows up on my feed is disgustingly chopped. I'd say about half of my likes are disgustingly chopped. And then I have matches. I have 10 matches. None of them respond to me. No. What's the point of having the app? I'm about to delete it again. It hurts my self-esteem. Every time I open the app, it just reassures me, and I know it's designed to be that way, okay? I'm reworking on my self-esteem. It's just the internet, all you haters, and dating apps have just destroyed it, okay?
Lads, remember Bumble, the app that swore it'd fix modern dating by making women message first and promising safer, more intentional matches? Turns out it was all hype. Users are bailing in droves, the stocks crashed 85%, and now they've booted the leadership to desperately overhaul the whole thing.
Bumble promised to fix modern dating, but now the user base has fallen off a cliff and the stock is down 85%. My name's Hugh and this is The Gist on Bumble. Bumble launched with a mission: to make dating better, safer and more intentional. And it became a $13 billion IPO success story and one of the most recognizable apps in the world. But the momentum didn't last. Active users have been falling, the stock has dropped around 85% from its peak, growth has stalled, and the company has brought in a new CEO to overhaul the brand and product after leadership turnover and weakening engagement. Essentially, the gap between promise and experience has finally caught up with them. Bumble didn't fail because it was a bad idea. It failed because it couldn't fix the behavior of dating apps. Fewer games, less ghosting, better matches and more intention. But they still got endless swiping, low effort messaging and emotional burnout. The same problems that you get on all dating apps.
She's whining that people are missing the nuance, and even shares how she was thrilled when she finally got catcalled. Proof that modern women crave male attention everywhere, but only on their terms, and flip out when men actually listen and stay professional.
I'm just going to share my thoughts on a situation that I saw on TikTok recently and just my frustrations with the backlash and the stitches and everything like that. Basically, there was this woman who had posted on here and she works at Amazon and she was upset because none of her coworkers have hit on her or flirt with her, etc. And the amount of comments and stitches and basically criticism that has happened from not only men but women, I think is the one that's bothering me the most, who are basically just either purposely being obtuse or they're really just forgetting that there's nuance to the conversation, is frustrating. So many people have been like, well, why would you want Amazon workers to hit on you anyway? Why do you want your coworkers to hit on you anyway? I will use my own life as an example. The first time I got catcalled, I remember thinking, holy shit, finally. Now, do I think catcalling is acceptable or good? No. But I had never been catcalled and all of my friends had been for a long time.
She's preaching high self-worth means dumping any bloke who doesn't instantly arrange a meetup, completely ignoring that maybe he's just vetting her properly instead of simping on command.
And he still didn't set a date where you're going to see each other. He still didn't ask you for a date. Next. He's not that into you. He's not choosing you, girl. When a man chooses you and he wants to know you, he wants to meet you, he will arrange a date after a couple of days of talking or having a call. That's enough. Don't waste your time on him. If you have a high self-worth, you love yourself.
Lads, here's peak modern female cope. She's whining, where are all the good men who don't date multiple girls or lie? While claiming she's never been happier single, loving her solo dates, and having the best day ever alone.
Where are the ones that aren't dating multiple girls at once, or compulsive liars, or narcissists? If you know, you know. Or like, genuinely, guys, I'm actually losing the plot. Like, I'm actually losing all hope. Completely. Like, I've never been more single in my life. I'm talking to absolutely no one. And it's honestly really, really refreshing. And I've never been so fine by myself. Like, I'm having a solo date on a Sunday and it's been the literal best day. But the thing is, it would be nice if I did have like my person, you know? Like, I'm so fine by myself, and that's why I'm not just talking to people, like, just for the fun of it. Like, I could be doing that just because I'm like, oh, got no one else I'm talking to. But what is the point? Like, what is the point? Like, I've had those years of just for the sake of it. So basically what I'm trying to say is, where are the guys that don't want to out? Like, I'm genuinely losing complete hope. I reckon I'm going to be single forever.
Lads, here's a girl rattling off her laundry list of red flags. Bloke says he'll stay in touch over summer, then ghosts, lies about quitting Insta while his follow count climbs, refuses to follow her back, and even snaps his mate a pic of her, like she's just another roster addition.
First one is, he told me he wouldn't forget about me when he went home for the summer, and then proceeded to ghost me the week he went home. Number two, he told me he didn't use Instagram anymore as his profile picture would change and his following would go up. Next, when I tried to follow said Instagram, he wouldn't follow me back, and so I had added him. Next, when I re-added him, because he told me to, I asked him why he couldn't follow me back, and he said, I don't understand why it's that big of a deal. When I went over to his house, he snapped his friend a picture of me and him, and his friend responded, which one is that? He had a habit of leaving me unopened for just hours, no communication, just hours.
Lads, here's a bird whining about the male loneliness epidemic and telling us to shut up about it until we fix our Hinge prompts, as if blokes pouring effort into witty answers would magically cure her swiping. Boredom.
For a second, shall we? Because I'm seeing a whole lot about the male loneliness epidemic, all right? And I don't really want to hear it anymore until the Hinge prompts stop sounding like this. Let me just give you guys a glimpse into the world of what it's like to be a woman on Hinge. First of all, every other prompt that says together we could either says sushi or gym. Singular words, no explanation, no diving into that. Guys, can we retire the unusual skills getting my hoodie back? Please, it's so overdone. Also, no, you aren't. I still have so many hoodies. They didn't get them back.
Lads, finally a woman brave enough to call it out herself. Modern females have become straight up insufferable, not just to men but to each other. All thanks to this toxic empowerment that's really just zero accountability dressed up as strength.
How women are becoming insufferable, and it's not just affecting men, it's affecting other women too. And before you come at me in the comments, hear me out because I say this with love. I see this pattern everywhere, in relationships, in friendships, on social media, reality TV shows, podcasts, even in my own comment section. And I think we need to have an honest conversation about what's happening to us as women. Here's what I've been noticing, and it's honestly heartbreaking. We've been programmed by society to think that having zero accountability is somehow empowering, but it's actually making us insufferable to be around. We lack emotional intelligence, so we react to everything from pure emotion instead of thinking things through logically. We feel entitled to everything without bringing anything valuable to the table, whether it's in relationships or friendships. We've lost our moral compass. We don't have principles or values that guide our decisions. We just do whatever feels good in the moment. Loyalty has become a foreign concept. We'll throw anyone under the bus if it benefits us or makes us feel good about ourselves. And this isn't just impacting our romantic relationships with men, it's destroying our friendships with other women too. I see it in my comments all the time. Women attacking other women for having standards, for growing, for trying to better themselves. We've been conditioned to think that being difficult, dramatic, and demanding makes us strong, independent women, but it's actually making us insufferable and people that others want to avoid, honestly.
Lads, classic female hypocrisy on full display. Women spend all day moaning about toxic blokes who are emotionally unavailable and juggle multiple birds, but the second a decent nice guy shows genuine interest, he's instantly labeled too thirsty and friend-zoned.
Women don't like nice guys. I work with women all day and I hear them complaining about toxic men. And then when a guy is nice to them, they just always talk about how he's just too thirsty. How is he too thirsty? Because he's into you. And then you want to complain about the men that are talking to multiple other women and are emotionally unavailable and don't give you time of the day.
Lads, here's your classic 30-second single bird cope session. She's out on her beautiful afternoon walk, reminding everyone that being lonely in your 30 seconds is tough. But hey, people in relationships get lonely too if their partner's not showing up. Translation: she's feeling the brutal weight of the wall creeping up, but instead of owning her standards or choices, she's spinning it as loneliness is just human. Anything to avoid admitting the dating market's passed her by.
I just want to remind you about something. If you're having a bad time of it, and I know a lot of people are feeling the weight of being single in their 30s at the moment. Not everybody, but some people are finding it hard. And I just wanted to share something that I was thinking about today whilst I was having a very beautiful afternoon walk. When you get lonely sometimes when you're single, because, that's the thing, it happens. People in relationships get lonely too. It's a fact. Because if the person that you're with is not showing up for you, that's a lonely place to be. And sometimes we just get lonely because that's just normal because we are human beings.
Lads, here's your entitled princess in action. Gets mildly corrected by a bloke doing his job and instantly flips it into a toxic power trip because how dare a man speak to her without bowing first?
I was told to stand to the side, and this man very rudely said, "You need to go all the way the down." Like, he was just using it as a power trip, and I was just not having it. I was like, sorry, what did you just say to me? Because I have a hard time when men are just talking to me like for no reason, and you work for an establishment that like we're allegedly going to pay at. And he was just having a really good time treating me like a piece of shit. I haven't encountered that kind of a toxic, hateful, enjoying talking to someone like they're garbage energy for no reason in kind of a long time. And then I was like talking to this girl that was working, because he was working, and I was talking to this girl beside him. I was like, you need to know that he can't talk to women like that, right? And she's like, I don't give a like. She just starts going off, and they're like backing up towards me. And this is a short little girl at Ultraviolet. I don't know who she is, okay? And I don't know what her problem was. She punched me in the face.
Lads, here's your average girl losing her mind over a top-tier pretty boy. Chiseled jaw, tan skin, perfect everything. And suddenly she's showering him with compliments like a simp on steroids. Something she never does for normal blokes.
Oh my god. When I come across a pretty boy, I just forget how to act. Like, tell me why the other day I met this guy. He was so beautiful. Chiseled jaw, tan skin, perfect eyebrows, well-built, tall. And, like, I just started complimenting him. I never compliment men, but, like, I went out of my way to compliment him. Not once, not twice, not even 3 times more than that. I just couldn't stop myself. Like, I couldn't help it. Like, how are you so perfect naturally? Like, they're so rare to come by. Like, it's just, it feels like finding a gem. He was so beautiful. And he just made me, like, not hate men anymore.
Lads, that's all for today's roundup on Crazy X-Files. From entitled meltdowns over basic corrections, to simping harder than ever for the rare Chad while ignoring every decent bloke in sight, these clips prove one thing. Modern women's standards, hypocrisy, and delusions are reaching peak levels, making the dating game tougher than ever for average guys. The takeaway? Stay sharp, level up yourself, don't simp for the drama queens, and remember, the wall is undefeated. Smash that like if you're done with the nonsense, subscribe for more raw truth every week, and we'll catch you in the next one.